this game. If you don't know what game I'm talking about, even though I'm talking to myself, and there's no chance that this is the run. So, I'm going to talk about it anyway. This game, Mario and Luigi Dream Team, great game. I overplayed it though, so I don't really like it anymore. But, like, in that short time, like, whatever year it came out, 2013 I think, when I was like 8, it was like the best game ever. I was like, whoa! Game's so good. The beginning's really boring though, as in most of the Mario and Luigi games, but what are you gonna do? Once you get far though, it's pretty nice. And Mario and Luigi Dream Team definitely has the biggest world and the best story, I think. Like, Bowser's Inside Story was good and all, but like, it wasn't amazing like this game was. Even though I still say that Bowser's Inside Story, I like it more. I would, like, overall, Dream Team is the better game. Even though I own all of them, not to brag or anything, but I do own every single one of the Mario and Luigi games. That includes the most recent one being Mario Luigi and Paper Mario. Kind of forgettable game, honestly. Actually, I don't own all of them. I don't own the remastered Bowser's Inside Story, one with like the weird graphics. I'll tell you one thing I did like more about Bowser's Inside Story. The ending. Don't even get me started on the ending. It's epic, is what I'll say. It is epic. The graphics, I like Bowser's Inside Story's graphics a lot better. Definitely. I don't know why. Well, why am I getting 2 framers now? I don't know why I like it. The graphics in that game better. I don't know. It's just like more sharp. Whereas like Dream Team's is more blurry, I guess. I don't know. Like, Dream Team has more detailed models, but I feel like Bowser's Inside Story is just like more fun. Has more fun character models. But like, whatever. Doesn't really matter. Graphics don't really matter as long as you can see things well. Which most of the time you actually couldn't, because I played my DS in the car most of the time. Just play my DS in the car. Just like trying to get out of the sunlight. Come on, dude. Don't worry. This is what Cosmic looked like at the beginning of his thing. He literally didn't hit it for like an hour. But anyway, back to the real topic at hand. The weakest out of all of them, out of all the games, is definitely the first one. I don't know. The beginning is just drags on and on. And also I haven't really played it that extensively, so I don't really know all the, everything about it. So don't exactly judge me on it. Don't exactly ask me for opinions on Superstar Saga, because all I really know is the beginning. Because, the beginning takes forever. That's what I'll say about all of them, is like, if the beginning was just like a little shorter and like a little harder, those games would be infinitely better. Because like, okay, yeah, because it's just tutorial after tutorial after tutorial, and they're unskippable, of course, so every time you want to replay the game, you have to go through all the boring tutorial beginning things when you already know how to do it, and then you realize, like, oh my god, dude, this thing takes forever. Maybe that's just something I don't like about all RPGs, I guess. But, you know, Partners in Time. Let's get on to that one. I didn't play it until I forget. I don't remember actually. I don't remember when I played it first. I was at least 10 when I played that game first. And I loved it up until the final boss. Because that final boss was really hard for me at the time, for some reason. And I just kept dying and dying. I didn't think I was under-leveled at all. I guess I was just bad at the game. And I came back to it like a few months later and I beat him like first try. I was like, okay. Cool. Slow PG. That's too slow. But definitely better than Superstar Saga because in mine I guess was 8E. Shoutouts to 8E. 8 Eddie Cat Gaming. 8-Eddie. But you know, then Bowser's Inside Story came out. Now I remember too. It was the last game on the shelf in like 2009. No, 2011 I think. I was like at least 6. I was at least 6, at most 7, or 8-ish. I remember it really early, like 2011 or 12. And you know, I had like just gotten my DS the year before or something. I was like, well, let's go, Dad, let's go to the store and let's buy some games. Let's buy some games for my DS. But, you know, and we went for groceries, I bet. And I was like, Dad, let's go to the game aisle. And he was like, okay, fine, son, we'll go to the game aisle. And then we went, and then like every game was out. And then I saw, you know, the cover of the game, like, oh look, that's Mario and Luigi in the same game. Let's go! I love those guys. And then I was like, Dad, can we get it? It's only like, you know, what was it, $29.99 or something back then. So he was like, okay, I'll get it for you. And then, you know, we went to get the guy, and he like unscrewed the thing. And we opened up. You know how it works with games. Who even goes to buy games anymore? Like, I think the last game I bought at the store was like Epic Mickey 2 or something. Awful game, by the way. Never play Epic Mickey. I hate those games. But back to Bowser's Inside Story. I went home and I played it, and I really, really liked it. Even back then, I really liked it, and I still do. I played it on my DSi XL. If you remember that. Hunk of junk. Played on my DSi XL. And when I, let me think. And I got stuck for a long time at a point. It was like, when you have to go into Bowser's brain or whatever to get a thing. I didn't know what to do. So I just wandered around the entire world for like ever. And then I found it. And then I was like, Mom, I found it. And she was like, oh, cool. It's really cool. But I knew she didn't care. So, basically, not much after that. You know, I really like the game, and that's pretty much it, I guess. Come on. I'm not holding it long enough, you. Alright, and I remember getting my 3DS. I went onto the App Store, or the Play Store, the eShop. I went onto the eShop on my 3DS. And I saw Mario and Luigi Dream Team trailer. And I watched, and I was like, oh my god. That is awesome. And I drew a little picture of Big Luigi hitting the volcano guy. I drew a little picture of that. It was really... It's a good picture, you know, not the Picasso of you know, freaking 9-year-olds, but it's definitely definitely good. And then I was like, Mom, Dad, we gotta go to the store and get that game right now. But it wasn't out yet. The thing about that was, it wasn't out. So I couldn't get it because it wasn't even out. And then, you know, I was really sad. I was really sad that it wasn't out yet. It's just like, when is it gonna come out? And I was, you know, whining. I didn't save it, by the way. Dude, I passed 10,000 attempts and I'm just freaking talking about Mario and Luigi Dream Team. And I remember the day we got it, my mom went and got it at the store, and and then I came home from school, and I got in the car, and she was like, hey, I got something you might have wanted. I was like, what is it, Mom? Is it like food? I like food. And then she pulled a plastic bag out, and I looked in, and it was like, oh, it was just a little case, a little 3DS case, with the Mario and Luigi Dream Team on it. I still don't, I have like a pile of cases in a drawer somewhere, I don't remember where. But I went and I bring my 3DS in my backpack, I think. And my backpack. And I played it on the way home, and I was like, oh my god, there's no way I'm actually putting this game into my 3DS right now. I remember thinking that. I maybe even said it out loud. And I played it, and I was like, oh my god, dude, this is awesome! This is awesome! I'm playing it! I'm playing a video game! Video games! I love video games. I love video games! Anyway. And I played it, and I loved it, and I replayed it, and I played it, and played it, and played it, and played it, and over and over and over. And I was like, this is just the best game ever made. There's just hands down, this is the best game ever made. And nothing has ever really topped it except for, you know, this game, of course. That's probably not saving it. Let's go, okay. So, Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, I don't even remember that game at all, really. I went and bought it, and I played it, and I was like, okay, this is kind of like Dream Team, but like a little worse. Like, I remember nothing about that game. What was even the story? I don't even remember. I don't even remember the story, dude. So, I guess my tier list would go Superstar Saga, the worst. No, not the worst, the weakest, in my opinion. Then, whatever Paper Mario, Luigi, and whatever it is. Mario, Luigi, and Paper Mario, that game. That game is the second weakest, because I remember nothing about that game. Like, at all. Then would have to go Partners in Time. Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good game. I just didn't like it as much as the other two. Dream Team and Bowser's Inside Story. Oh, it's a really hard decision. I played through Bowser's Inside Story like at least like 50 times, so I know everything about that game. So I guess to me it could be like a little repetitive, and I haven't played through Dream Team as much as I played through Bowser's Inside Story. So I guess I would have to go with, you know, I was more excited for Dream Team, so I'm gonna put Dream Team on top and Bowser's Inside Story at a close second. Very close second. Very, very close second.